They got it on there, right? I'll check. We're going to get our engineer to check. Our engineer got so much going on right now. He got a relapse from my engineer. Fantasy football. They calling his phone. Everything going crazy. This man into so much, he don't know what's going on. They trying to get Josh Allen from him. Can you hear us? Well, we'll see if we can hear. We're on testing 1, 2. Testing 1, 2. Yeah, it's coming through the mic. So we have to see if it's actually tied into the computer. Are we good? Can your people hear us, Charlotte? Ask your people, can they hear us? Say something to them. Tell them, you know, it's always time.
Yeah, they said, there you go.
Okay, here we go. All right, back to what we saying. They could actually, is this the first thing they heard or?
Yeah, it's the first.
Okay, well, we got to start it over then. We got to do it all over again.
You're rocking with the best.
Still strong cause I push. Moved on when I push. Hard times gotta push. No crime, bitch, I push. Just woke up, it's a blessing. Time to go straight to smash it. Can't get no testimony if you ain't never been tested. Won't hit my phone, I'm pulling up. I ain't about to be texting. And whatever them people's talking about, tell them to bet it. You know they gon' believe you when you answer all they questions. That's why a real leader only move with real steps. Different that heavy metal, only way to deal with pressure. Just slice it up like some paper and throw it in the shredder. I hear they passing out indictments to all of the fellas. We know the story, we just waiting to find out who tell it. When they sent me down to the feds, I was really stressed. I told myself I ain't coming back, bitch, I learned my lesson. The devil was alive, why you acting surprised? Jesus told me he seen Satan falling out the sky.
Hey, y'all, thanks everybody for holding on, hanging in there with us, and being patient. We had a little technical difficulty, man. It was a huge accident on Minnesota Avenue. 4 dudes got shot. It was a 3-car pileup, and my man still made it here. You know what I'm saying? He was determined to get here, man. I just want to say thank you for everybody who's joining YouTube. We are here at Rabble Rousers TV. We had to go a different route because the engineer is AMIA. Prayers up for Dion Yates. I haven't heard from him. I'm very concerned because it's very uncharacteristic for him not to even respond to a text. But without further ado, I have our special guest here, community activist, longtime friend. Met the guy several years ago, probably about 15 years ago, through a mutual friend. Great guy, man. Happy for him. Met him when he was young. Watched him grow up as far as mentally. He was already grown when I met him, but his mentality has changed 360 degrees based on what he's been through in his life. But I'm going to let him tell his story. But without further ado, I'm going to bring y'all Londo Sutton. Man, first and foremost, Slim, I want to thank you, man, for being so professional and profound on responding to the texts and, you know, being on time, being prompt. You know, this is something contrary to what the narrative of a black man is. He late, you know, he ain't there, he don't respond. He got, you know, they got all the bad things to say about him, but Slim, you was totally opposite from everything what they say about a black man. You was on time, you responded, man, and you got an event coming up this week. Without further ado, I'd like to give y'all Londo Sutton. He can tell y'all a little bit of about what he got going on.
All right, man. So show some chords at the tip.
You being a father yourself and also going through some things in your life where you had a chance to sit back and look and reevaluate yourself, and you could see some of these youngins in yourself today. Mm-hmm. So you look back at them, and now you look at them from a different perspective because you can say that used to be you. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So what do you think about some of the things that could be done to assist our youth, right? And not just the youth from the, it's getting worse now because I think it's lower than the youth. Now 12, 11-year-olds and stuff. So,
Yeah.
you can't be, what do you think we could do?
Man, we just gotta keep loving them. You know what I'm
Right,
saying? Like I think what they really took from it, they took the community from us.
right,
Like, so it's like, man, like when I was coming up, like we used to go knock on the next door neighbor if we needed something. Now these kids can't do that. They gotta go steal out the store. You know what I'm saying? Like that was the only thing that they really took away when they started knocking all these neighborhoods down. It was kind of like being able to be a family outside of your actual blood family. So you just gotta keep loving them. You guys can't give up on them.
right. I
Can't
agree.
give up on them.
Man, I agree with you on that 100%. I agree with you on that 100% because I think about myself when I was going through what I was going through prior to me actually trying to actually do the right thing before I met the love of my life who gave me the light, just seen a little bit of light in her where I could say, "Damn, I might can do this."
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? But before that, I'm thinking about, I always try to play my tape back.
Yeah.
Where did I actually say, man, I'm breaking law? Because you can break some rules and then you can break the law.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's two different things. You can take the rules, you have to sit in the office, somebody talk to you, tell you don't do it again. You know what I'm saying? You go, okay, yeah, man, get the fuck on. You break the law, man, you know both. It's different.
Yeah, definitely different. I mean, it's just promoting the violence, but that's not what we used to do though.
Right.
That's why all these little kids are getting hit now.
Right. I agree with you. I agree. With me and Jay talk about all the time. We had serious conversations. All the conversations really are extensions from other conversations,
Mhm.
right? So what you're saying is hitting the nail on the head. Me and Jay talked about a week ago. We talked about, and this is just something. I'm a little older than you, so I talk about. So each decade got something else to tell. And each decade got. So I'm born in '64. You born in what?
88.
Okay, you born in '88. You born in the beginning of the crack era,
Mhm.
right? So you talking about that where they threw the hardest blow at our people, and we still was able to survive. Because the average crackhead, it was a crackhead in the '90s. He a drug counselor. He got his life together.
Got it like
He ain't smoking crack no more. You know what I'm saying? He had a 10, 15-year run now. He's a counselor. He got 12 years clean.
To the K2 to the water, like they changing this shit, man. It's like God
these
damn,
some
son.
man, these some
some
junkies,
soldiers. Yeah,
man. They some
soldiers.
cheap junkies.
They some
Slim.
soldiers, man.
They
Some
go
soldiers.
hard, Joe. If you smoke some fake weed, you gangster. You a retarded gangster, but you gangster. You know what I'm saying? Because if you go Slim, you gonna smoke some fake weed. I mean, you don't know where you go. Okay, dude, get a bag of weed or something. He ain't going but so far up. You know what I
And
mean?
even with the fake perks.
Fake perks. See, that's
The fake perks like that shit, man. Like they,
what is that?
I don't know. Listen.
Say what? Oh, so that's
Yeah, I'm
I don't.
I'm out of loop on that one. Fake perks, like they saying they even got the candy going around like the lifesavers. Sound like this shit, boy, man. They try and get us one way or the other.
Yeah, well, you know what? To be honest, man, if you do your homework about really the salt, well, it's more than the salt, the genocide
Yeah.
on our men, because actually what happens is, I mean, it's just a lot of stuff that people used to say 25, 30 years ago used to sound like they was just promoting religion, or people say, man, that's it. But now when you get a little older, you all start understanding, man, they were right. If you can take that man out the home, if you can destroy that man, that black man, if you can take him and destroy him, you put the black family at a percentage of actually being. And then some people are, oh, wait, we don't need that. Some people debate that, but that's not the way it's set up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But we know sometimes you can have baby by girl and y'all don't be together when you're young, but when you get older, you shouldn't be making the same mistakes. Like if I had 2 babies and all, and come on now.
Yeah, I mean, and even to that, like even if you can't be with a woman, I think you still as a man.
Yeah, that's what
that's
I'm
your
talking about.
responsibility.
That's
like,
your
create that
responsibility.
So I feel as though like I'm saying, like I ain't with none of my kids' mother.
Oh no, but
right?
you're young though.
Can't none of them go and tell me that I ain't a good father. I don't do my part.
Well, I believe that wholeheartedly because you're a good man. You know what I'm saying? So I know you respond. And then, see, a lot of us like myself, now I don't know your case, but I didn't have a father. Have a father. So, I had a mother, was so good and strong. She wasn't one of the mothers that hug and all that. She slapped you in the back of the head. Boy, go change that fuse in the basement.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because she knew she was 2.
Two.
You know what I'm saying? The mothers that kind of get it when they realize dad ain't here. They know they got to be the best that they could be at being both.
And man, it's similar. Like I ain't had my father. Like I was fortunate to have my little sister father. Like I love him dear like a father. Unfortunately, he passed away. But it's the same. You know what I'm saying? Like my mother really held it down. Like she really taught me some of the things that I know as a man from a woman aspect of it.
Right.
So I had a lot of uncles and all that was around, but like, and then like how they said like man like.
You're so busy. You think sometimes what I've been doing this for a while, and the shows that I put so much emphasis on being the greatest, man. Think it was. And then one of the shows I thought was, damn, man, that's a really good show. Man, that was really good because for real, it's all about the content.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? It's about your character and it's about, man, like I say, man, I'm proud of you, Slim. Man.
Appreciate that.
And I watched you, man. I figured we met in 2009, I think.
Yeah, 2008.
8 or 9.
2008, yeah.
Right? So that was 14 years ago.
Yeah.
Right? And you was a young guy, right? I'm like, yeah. But this is something I wanted to tell you when I first, I waited for this now because I'm like, wow. Right? But when I first met you, I'm talking about, I'm good at this. Right? Especially when it comes to young people.
Yeah.
I could pick them. You know what I'm saying? I could pick them, Slim. When I met you, I said, he won them. No bullshit.
Appreciate that, man.
And I said, he won them. I said, and when I say that, I say that to say, man, Shawty a little man. You know what I'm saying? Because see, when you're older, you understand what it takes.
Mm-hmm.
And you can recognize that's why so many older dudes school with you, you know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Because of the way you conduct yourself.
Yeah.
Because you know, old dude really don't fuck with a whole lot of young dudes, you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah, yeah.
So you know, because they don't want to be around that bullshit anyway. They're like, man, Shawty young, he be tripping. But you gotta conduct when you younger, you gotta conduct yourself a certain way for an old guy to even say, "Man, I like Shawty." You know what I'm saying? And when you know, and shout out to my homie Malik Huff, who introduced me to him, our homie.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Malik was heavy back then. He was heavy. You know what I'm saying? I mean, Malik me come through, and you know, Malik, you know, we was, you know, all of us was toiling in the same boat, right? And Malik, you know, said, man, it's my man, right? And just because he vouched for him, you know, it put him in because you know he don't bring no dude around. You know what I'm saying? He'll bring him. You know, I'm old dude. You know what I'm saying? Bring
Yeah,
Malik knew he
yeah.
knew. Don't bring no man. Cut it out because you know I'm on that. I ain't on that bullshit. You know what I'm saying? But when he brought Shawty, he was like, it was just the way he even greeted me. You know, he said, 'cause we know. We've been around long enough with dude. His hand was reverence. It wasn't like, hey, what's up? You know, some of them young boys, they be, Shaw, what the fuck is wrong with you? Know what I mean? Because when I was introduced to an old dude, I was so happy that he was actually go entertain me for a few minutes just to give me, you know what I'm saying? I'll be like, hey, what's up, big homie? You know what I'm saying? But now it's like, man, what's up? Like, you know, ain't no forerunner. You ain't paid no way or nothing. You ain't did no work. You know what I'm saying? We all in the same game. But to bring the light and to let the people know a little bit more about what's going on, you got an event coming in the old neighborhood that you're from. Home and raised, born and raised in Surgeon Quarter. It's a lot of violence going on in Surgeon Quarter all around. Anybody that was able to withstand up until this. Listen, when I was young, let me tell you something. When I was young in the 80s, Surgeon Quarters had the best boat. Some of the best. I ain't bullshit. We should ride down and see when we were young.
Yeah.
When we were young, Slim, you couldn't just go to a spot by yourself, right? You had to have 2 or 3 guys, and you know they were solid because if something went wrong, they with you. You ain't got to worry about motherfucker running. We gonna rumble, we get jumped or whatever. Wasn't no guns and shit back then. But if we went to Surgeon Quarters or we went to 6 and S to get a bag of boat, right? Because these guys was hustling. Lottie Die and all these type of guys. These guys was moving around. These guys they were advanced, right? We were young. So that was a big deal. You 3 or 4 get in the costume, we're going to Surgeon Quarters. They got big, or we going over here on Hobart, the Mug System. Woo, woo. You know what I'm saying? It was areas like that were ringing so hard because of the way they were conducting business. And Surgeon Quarter was conducting business in a real good fashion back then. A lot of things have changed. The longer the clip got, the less patience a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But tell us a little bit about your event.
Man, so it's just like I said, man, it's just to give back to the community. You know what I'm saying? Like I ain't the only one, but I help destroy that motherfucker. Like, and it's just like, man, like they knocked half of it down, bringing it back. Even though I lost so much down there, right? I still ain't give up on them.
Right.
I need them, like I really need them to understand that, like it's more to life. If I'm able to, I want to be a walking testimony, walking proof to show they can see exactly what it is outside of the neighborhood. So I just want to bring the community, man, show them a couple things, man, give them a couple things, let them have some free on everything, free on the house. You know what I'm saying? Like
everything on the house. So what are some of the things that the people they can bring the kids out?
Bring the kids out. They're gonna get food, game trucks. They're gonna get face painters, everything.
Right. They're gonna get
book
all the
bags, uniform, buy supplies.
Who are the book bags? The book bag sponsors they by who? Somebody sponsors the book.
Community.
Oh, beautiful.
Community.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Beautiful.
You know, like
everybody came and stepped up, and
together,
once you initiated and you stepped out front, people were willing to, man, I help you, Slim. I got this.
You know, this ain't even my style. You know, I don't even do that.
Yeah, that's why when I seen that, I said, wait a minute, hold up, Shawty, John. You know, you ain't you know, you real laid back, which is a good thing. That's a good thing too. But you know, I think now it's at a point now where we gotta give people.
Got to. Right?
You gotta give them what you know. I can't hold all the shit I got.
I can't.
I'll be cheating my if now don't get me wrong, I ain't gonna tell about how I break a joint, and I ain't gonna do all that. But if it's some corners that I can help a young guy not go around that I went around, it cost me 18 years of my life, then that's my responsibility to him, is to try to curb. You know, everybody, like they used to say in a room full of 100, dudes say, ain't but 3 of us gonna make it.
That's because they ain't really, man. So one thing I can say, man, is like I think now, like the younger, like you said, the younger, the crimes get committed. Always the younger that people trying to change the community too, though. You know what I'm saying? Like some young guys out there that I know trying to get their CBEs and all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? I had a guy, that called me the other day, like, man, yeah, call such and such, man. Tell me I need the information. They want to change, right? I think the best thing now is they can't hide it from us no more.
Right.
First they was able to hide it from us.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We ain't know nothing about it.
Right.
But the older, you know what I'm saying? I got a buddy that I talk to every day. Like he teach me the game. He don't know how much he teach me.
Right.
Just by just talking to him. I don't say much back. I be like, man, damn, like, all right, cool. Sit
Right.
down there. I gotta put this in the back of my mind. Like, we gotta get this shit together. You know what I'm saying? It's like, man, like, I really think what's gonna help change this city though, man. Man, the generational wealth, man. This financial freedom, they need it. They need it. You know what I'm saying? Like I remember when my first job, I was making $725.
Right. So you,
25 now they starting out at 16, you making $15 an hour in DC.
I don't, man. Listen, I couldn't believe it.
That shit double.
Man, they making $60 working at McDonald's.
Walmart, wherever.
But you know what? What's happening is peer pressure's back.
Yeah.
So you a sucker
Social
motherfucker. You work, man, you sucker ass nigga. You on Walmart? Where you going, Sean?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You got funnel falling out your pocket. Where you going, Sean?
See, they gotta get away from that though, right?
Right.
Just like, man, like was talking earlier, man. Like you gotta create your own identity.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like I said, like this ain't me.
Right.
Look down on people. I'm not going to motherfucking podcast. I'm not doing no community. Man, fuck that
Right.
community.
Right.
Like, but if I keep saying fuck that community, what's gonna change? You know what I'm saying, like it's not gonna change. Somebody gotta do it. I just hope it's a start to kind of like,
Hey,
change
Slim.
all over the city.
Hey, you got to take a step somewhere. I guess if somebody tonight could see you, like, man, that's Londo. You know what I'm saying? And how old are you now?
I'm 34.
Damn, sure.
I forgot how old I
Yeah,
was.
yeah. You was 20 when I met him. He was 20 when I met him. So you being 34 years old, it's a 20-year-old. It's another Londo that could be looking at you, say, I remember him. Or because sometimes you gotta like it be somebody that gotta know you at least to say, man, I remember Londo used to be wild. I'm not speaking of you, but I'm just saying they knew you used to be different from where you are now. And what you're doing now, they see you positive, you get kids and this, you know what I mean? So this is something that people got to see. This generation, to me, they don't go by what you say. They go by what you do. You know what I'm saying? So I can't tell a young Sean, you shouldn't be smoking weed. And then he see me driving my car smoked out, right? Because I thought you fake ass nigga. You said smoke, you know what I'm saying? They're quick because they looking, because their eyes, this information, so they can point out shit wrong in anybody quicker than me. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and it's like, man, like I said, man, like if only thing I could do, man, like if I walk away from this shit right now, man, what did I give back? What was that line off of Paid in Full, man? Miss said, we said the gang gonna miss me. Like I don't want them to miss me. I want them to be able to be like, man, damn, something like I'm gonna follow that nigga footsteps. Like, I want to be able to ride through in whatever car I'm riding in and see him, you know what I'm saying? See him doing something positive with themselves. Because like if they don't, man, it's like I felt them. Like this is the thing. Like my kids coming up behind them. So if they don't start here, my kids ain't gonna be safe either.
Good God Almighty, you talking like my wife now. She talk about legacy all the time. It's about leaving. Man. People don't think about that. People don't think about. My wife she be beating that. We was talking about that today. You know what I'm saying? Legacy is important, but I think we got those are the characteristics and moral principles that people don't really talk about now, right? Because they talking about the stuff that's kind of like of no value, right? Who better than who? LeBron better than Jordan? The motherfucker argue that shit all day long.
And it's like, man, like going back to you, man, barbershop talk. The time we was able to sit in the barbershop actually talk, man. It's just like I listen to you, some you fish. Oh yeah, man. Like I listen, I just ain't say much because it's just like, man, like I'm a sponge. Like y'all made it this far. Though the terms we met on wasn't the best terms. Like we behind the wall. However, I was able to learn from it though. I was able to be a sponge and soak that shit up. So like when I came out here, it's like, damn, something like, all right, now I gotta revisit these conversations that I had with the older dudes. Like revisit these conversations because it's like they were telling me something. They were dropping something on me, right? And it's like, man, like I just want them to, I don't know, man. I just want to pay homage to y'all, man. Like you, Fish, all y'all, man. Too many on the name. Like I said, like I ain't gonna lie to you. When I first walked in the compound, I was the first one in the compound. The youngest on the compound, right? I was shy like that. I'm the youngest on the compound. I took pride in that shit.
Yeah.
I go back now, man. That was the dumbest shit ever to take pride in. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
well, fuck, like I'm the youngest on the compound, but it's like, man, like it was real though.
Yeah.
So I'd have been out Oak Hill, Wise, I'd have been all that shit. But like this shit right here, like I'm saying, I'm miles away now. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
they got it, man. Like you had to lie on your goddamn PSI to say who your sister so you get visits on the bus and shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so now it's like I go back, man. I just don't want nobody following my footsteps like that, man. Like I don't want my kid to see the jail picture. I want them to see this.
Right.
I'm not gonna hide the jail picture
Right.
coming over because I'm gonna
Right.
let them know, like, it took me to go there to get here.
Oh man, you popping, Slim.
I'm saying it took me to go there to get here.
I'm going to cut my mic off and let you just go. Cause Slim, no bullshit. This is real shit.
Yeah.
And your people need to hear that. When I say your people, I mean of your bride, because you know, the further you get, where not saying that, but I'm 58 and you 34, and it's like they say, the rappers even say it's levels to this shit. So it's easier, or they can kind of like see people, or a 25-year-old can kind of like see, looking at you, and see the message a little clear, because he can see himself. Because even though you got the beard and all that, he still know that you're young and all that. Sometimes the older guys, the bridge between the old and young is so far apart.
Yeah, that's why I go back to that saying, man. Like we can't stop loving them. You get what I'm saying? Like, man, we can't. We stop loving them, then we gonna lose too many more, man. Like we gonna lose.
Man, we've been losing a lot of them to some stupid stuff,
like,
man.
And shit, I ain't gonna tell you, it's getting closer and closer to home.
Yeah, it's getting closer and closer.
I had like something like I asked. So like I won't take my kids certain places.
And then we ain't never been like that.
Never been like that. Like I can walk anywhere in this city fear free. I can't walk with my kids like that though.
Right. That's because
my duty is to make sure they get back home.
Right.
To wherever they stand with mommy or daddy, got to get back home.
Right.
I ain't trying to lose. I can't lose my kids to this shit, man. And it's just like,
yeah,
you can't.
Yeah.
It was like, man, like I try to like the baseball games, the basketball games. My first time ever going to a baseball game, Slim, I've never been before. It was with my child mother.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
I went to see the Nationals.
See the Nationals.
Sorry, motherfuckers.
No, this one they was good. Though. This was
okay, then Soto and all that. This because they wanted Bryce Harper and all that when they wanted to.
Bryce Harper was like still kind of rookie years.
Right.
Like so, it's like, man, like when I seen that shit, I was like, damn, so I gotta take my kid to see this shit, man. I ain't never been to a baseball game with a kid. So it's like
you recently went to a baseball game too? Now I've never been to I went to a baseball. I like the stadium. I was so caught up on the stadium. The stadium was beautiful. I went at like 2:00. It was so nice out there. It's about 75, 80 degrees. The grass was nice and green. It was relaxing. You know what I'm saying?
You can relax down, like I'm saying, like we can't relax on the.
Yeah, you definitely can't. But I'm gonna tell you one thing about what they call is toiling, because that's what we were doing to get to where we was at. Man, you did get a chance to really meet some good guys from all over Washington. It was the last of the dying breed when I look at it now.
And like, man, I ain't gonna lie to you. I say this shit all the time. I ain't gonna lie. I think going to jail was the best thing that ever happened to me, because it really made me realize, like, I remember you said this shit before I was on the football field. Like, man, I used to run from the jump outs all the time.
You remember that?
I used to take the shit as a joke out there. She's like, man, like I ain't get caught. It was like I wasn't no millionaire, but I was selling some papers.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I was selling some papers. You know what I'm saying? It's just like I took that shit for granted though.
Right.
And it's like if I know now what I knew back, if I would have knew back then what I know now, it's like, man, I wouldn't even met Skelly, man.
Yeah.
I wouldn't. I'd have been on a whole different level, because I ain't not a two my own home. I was always on a different level.
You wouldn't have met me in there.
My man was always on a different level. You know what I'm saying? Like we was always on a different level.
Yeah.
We just really ain't had nobody to really show us the ropes. We always thought big. We just ain't how to go about it. You know what I'm saying? Now we up this motherfucker talking about buying property and shit. Like we in our 30s.
But that's that. Listen, but that comes to me. The original. You. That's why I said when I seen you, and Malik was like, "Man, that's my man, Slim." And Malik would already know I was on some laid back shit. You know what I'm saying? Don't
Yeah.
bring no motherfucker over here. I don't know this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I'm over here. Don't bring this motherfucker over. I don't know if the man ain't hot or nothing, right? But this man came over there. As soon as I met him, it was genuine. It was genuine. And I'm gonna tell you one thing about DC. DC, so this is the problem too. DC is so fucking small, right? And one of the reasons why a lot of this stuff is happening is because people don't talk.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They, hey, what's up, Slim? Oh man, that's my cut. Man, Johnny Boy, yeah, I ain't even know. And you could have been ready to do something to Johnny Boy. But since it's your cousin, let it ride. You know what I'm saying? And also, I'm gonna tell you another thing too about DC. DC is one of the best places in the world to live.
Absolutely. Like,
It's
I
one
don't
of
think
the
I
best.
can live nowhere else.
It's one of the best. It's one of the best places in the world.
I'm not leaving this early, so I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. Y'all, it's like I ain't gonna be comfortable nowhere else.
Hey Slim, you're a Washingtonian.
Yeah, I can't.
You're a Washingtonian, man. I you know, me personally, I done got older, like my wife say, not old, but older. So, you know, I gotta beat the odds.
Yeah.
Because there's certain things I can't do now that I would do if I was 35. If I was 35, my folks say something in the convenience store, we can handle it. I'm 58. Now I can still demonstrate on that fashion, but the risk and reward is totally different now.
Yeah, I mean, and even me at 35, I ain't gonna lie to you. Something like a lot of shit, not I ignore. I
Yeah.
used to be snappy.
But I'm saying now I'm just
Anybody.
using me and you.
Yeah.
But you refer to the 25-year-old, he ain't ignoring it.
Yeah,
See what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. Yeah, he ain't
I ain't
ignoring it.
ignoring it, but I was going about it a different way to it, though. The risk reward. It don't
Nah.
it don't mean as much,
Nah.
right? And then
No. Yeah. Yeah. Not especially a goal, or you say you always been goal oriented. So you always had something in your mind. A lot of times dudes get in your way when they ain't got no, but they like the fork in the road on the way up, or the way around, or the way through, or the way down sometimes too. You know what I mean? So sometimes a motherfucker, you never know, man. But you know, you had a chance to meet a lot of good dudes. I had a chance to meet a lot of good dudes. I met older guys that shined on me. You know, a lot of times, you know, they say there's an old saying that man finds himself where he solves his problems best, right? So a lot of times where you end up is where you can solve the problems that you have based on what you did to get there. I'm gonna say that again. Where you end up. See, man, you know, I done forgot what the fuck I said, man. What I say, Shaw?
you said where you end up, yeah, you saw the problems when you end up, yeah. Something
Where
like that,
you
yeah.
end up is where you can solve your problems best, right? But a lot of times a motherfucker got to reevaluate how he got to where he was at. You know, I looked at, you know, now that you not where you were mentally, you don't have nothing to look back on but your 20s and your teens, right? Now I got 3 decades to look back on. So I'm like, damn, I was doing that at 20? That shit I was doing at 20, 25. I was retarded.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? You look back. So and you ain't got them, you know, you got 20 years to look back because you've been in the street. Yeah, you ain't no motherfucker just start coming. You know, that's what the average motherfucker, he come out when he's 28. He just come out the porch. He done try 2 jobs, 3 jobs. He realized, yeah, he want to sell weed and get the purse and shit. You know, he want to get that motherfucking purse and them low ass jeans, one belt, and he think he in. This motherfucker ain't paid he ain't paid no dues to get in. You know what I'm saying? He think he can get in with a shoulder bag. He think he can get in the game. This is price admission. A shoulder bag and I ain't even gonna give him that much. An ounce.
They doing it they think they doing it from there, right?
And a motherfucker think they doing it. And motherfucker get $300 in his pocket, a bunch of ones and shit. He think he getting it, right?
Got a couple bars flocking out of them and all.
Yeah, because they smoke too. You know, they know what they're doing. You know, women always do. You know, we had ounces of both. When we had girls around and they hang around, we know they hung, but they were our home girls. You know what I'm saying? They weren't no girls we were fucking. They just hung with us like, don't do that, Londa, watch out. You know, they were just you know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna tell you what's crazy. I'm gonna tell you what's crazy though, right? A lot of I actually stopped socializing with a lot of females, like because like I realized that she was called a problem. And like you said, homegirls, like you ain't know nothing with them,
Yeah.
right? You know what I'm saying? But what you gotta realize now, no Slim, is that like man, time changed, man. They value that ounce of weed now.
Yeah.
They value that shit. Ounce of weed back then, like niggas used to get that shit away. Now they ain't even giving you a J out that ounce. You gotta buy this. I need $10.
Yeah. Yeah.
I need 10.
Yeah.
Get ounces away.
But-
That used to be plate. That used to be plate shit.
But your ounce weed is the fix now. You got to realize it. It done transformed to the fix. Weed is the fix. So weed is blow
Yeah.
in the culture now. So well, that's just like a dude have a bag of blow. You think he gonna give you a blow? And he don't fuck with you like that and y'all don't swab out like, man, get the fuck on. You know what I'm saying? So weed is blow now because, you know, you can give somebody, but for real, you can give somebody weed and then you be like, damn, you figure, but our generation, we fair exchange, no robbery. I hit you, you hit me.
Mhm.
You hit me, I hit you. You know what I'm saying? Man, you can hit them and hit them again and hit them again. Them motherfuckers still be like, man, you my man. And where the fuck you gonna hit me? You know what I'm saying? Because they ain't thinking like that. You know what I'm saying? They like, I ain't. And it ain't like they don't have it to hit you. That's just they not what they do.
That's not what they do.
And not what they do. They gonna smoke that shit before they get. You crazy motherfucker.
They
You
gonna
think
smoke, they gonna get to another body.
Oh,
trying
bro,
to-
right. They will give a girl the weed to impress her that she ain't really tripping. You know what I'm saying? She ain't really tripping because she don't really like you anyway. You going out your way to please her and she don't like you.
She gonna keep milking you too.
Yeah.
She said, "And you just trying."
Now she done told then Adam dude done come around and she really liked it. They ain't got nothing. And he's like, who that nigga, man? That's some sucker ass nigga. I'm just milking. So now the dude on his line, like, what he got? You know what I'm saying? I already know the game. You know, what you mean, sucker? What he got? He got a cup. I don't know. I was always. Where you live at? You know, I was. What you see? How big was the bag? Was the whole bag for credit nigga? Them motherfuckers know how to. They can get a visual. One thing about a credit buddy, he can get a visual. All you got to do is get a few instructions, right? Homies thought they were balling with the $300, all because the rent was $5. Hey, what's that? KY, stay high. Kai, stay high. Man, they got some, man, I'm gonna tell you. Man, y'all got some slick motherfucking names on that. Oh, with it. Kai, stay high. That's a slick name there. Who, them your people?
I don't know what that is.
Well, whoever it is, we like to thank them for tuning in, man. It must be something that, that you be surprised. That's another thing about, this is what people say, man, why you start a podcast? Because if you understand frequency, you have no control over who you can affect once you put it out there.
Yeah.
Right? So when you put something out there, it's nephew. Kai, stay high. Oh, Kai. That's your nephew?
That might be your nephew.
That's my nephew. Oh, okay. They coming in. Come on in. Like my man say, come on in. Come on in on Godfather. Man, lied to Godfather like shit. Talking about that's his friend's house. You remember that joke? You watch Godfather? Oh, come on, man. Don't do that, Sean. Don't do that.
I watched him. I don't remember them jokes. I ain't watched them so long.
Oh, man. Clemenza was the star. And he the one put Vito on the money. See, Vito was on that for regular work and shit, but he still had more. He's like, what the fuck, Finucci shaking everybody down? He Italian.
Yeah.
Huh? Oh, ain't no question. But he was trying to figure out what the fuck.
I gotta go watch Godfather.
Man, you gotta go watch Slim.
I ain't watching in a while.
You gotta watch Godfather, man. You gotta watch Godfather, man. Clemenza threw the bag of guns. You probably remember this scene where Clemenza threw the bag of guns to my man, and he was like, what the fuck he got? And he went in the bathtub, and his wife was looking, closed the door slow. I like his wife. She just fell back like, he got it. He gonna make this shit better.
Yeah.
That's what she said. He gonna make it better, whatever he doing. Man, she supported him all the way. And guess what? Through her support and not meddling too much, look what he became. But he loved that woman. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't just he had her. He really loved her because when he didn't have nothing, he was still doing rich things. Like he brought her clean, maybe he brought her an apple. Or was it a pear or whatever? It was a piece of fruit. It was a nice piece. And that is considered a real charitable act, to pick a piece of fruit and to clean it up and bring it to a woman that's symbolic of, taking boy now, motherfucker want Louis Vuitton back. Fuck all that Apple shit. You know what I'm saying? Motherfucker want Louis Vuitton back.
You got some out there that's still
Man, get the fuck out. Ain't want no motherfucking Apple with that. Man, you better put some motherfucking tequila in that apple juice with that motherfucker. Shit, man.
That's what I'm saying. You can't give up on them. There's somebody that's still like that.
Well, you must be in the country some motherfucker. Man, these motherfucking city slickers, man, they trying to get them motherfucking purple jeans and everything.
Definitely try to get all that.
Yeah, man. Kai, there you go. That's Lon. That's your people, man.
I was they just said, "What's up, K? Well, I know that is."
Yeah, man. That's your people, man. You got people. Some people out there love you, Slim. And thanks for tuning in, KY. Stay high. I like your name, Slim. That's slick, man. Stay with us all over the place. Podcast. Londo will be back, man. Me and Londo are friends. He ain't no guy coming in here for money and fame and all that. He's a guy that really is who he say he is. He's a stand-up guy. I got nothing but good things to say about him, man. He was I will put it like this. He was in my circle. You understand? And then one thing about me, anybody, I know a lot of guys. When I walk the track, man, 100 dudes might shake my hand, but you ain't in my circle.
Yeah.
You understand? Don't get that twisted because we shook and gave 5 and all. I'll let you get your motherfucking head busted open. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got nothing to do with that. But if you was in my circle, we something different. You know what I'm saying?
Ball game.
Yeah, we different ball game. We had meetings. We put stuff together. We try to get them phones. We want the phones. We want the phones to call them gals. You know, that's what we want. He's definitely a stand. Yes, he is, Slim. Definitely a stand-up guy. And truth don't need no support. That's another thing too, because if you was a piece of shit up here, then they'd be throwing shit at you. Because one thing about this, young man, fuck that nigga. That's how that nigga told him, man, Londo, big woo. But they can't say that, right? Your character has dictated reverence. And I'm proud, man, listen. I know this is this your first event?
Yeah.
That you actually hosted?
Yeah, outside of Father's neighborhood cookout shit. Like Father's like a good give back to the community. Yeah.
And it's this Saturday?
Yeah, this Saturday. 1 to 5.
Okay.
1 to 5.
For what I'm gonna do from All Over the Place podcast, I'm gonna make a small donation, a deuce. I'm gonna donate a deuce. I got, I'm a regular mother. I ain't got no blow or nothing. Wait till I get paid. No, boy, I donate something. Because I truly, man, Slim, this ain't just see. A lot of times dudes talking about they appreciate what you're doing and all that. But I'm gonna tell you something, in America, you gotta put your money where your mouth is.
Indeed.
See, a lot of motherfuckers say they like this, they like that. But watch a Negro. Wherever he put his money at, that's what he really like.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? I don't fuck all what he talking about. Man, that's my man Jay. What you done for Jay lately? Man, no, we free. Oh, the fuck up. How can you love something and not do nothing for it? You know what I'm saying? And it don't have to be, it could be a small gesture. The Apple. We just talked about the Apple. Skinny and Londo, I love you. Ernest Club. Oh, man, we got my man Big Fish. Fish, you can call in the past guests. I love you, man. Thanks for being a positive impact. Listen,
don't know how much he was in.
Man, I'm going to tell you something. We Fish had the interview, man. Fish was in my unit, man. Fish, when he first came in, I said this, man, I didn't know Fish.
Yeah.
But I knew guys that knew Fish. I was familiar with the case and everything, right? Dude, you know how they do. They tell you every motherfucker. You can get a file cabinet on a motherfucker they ain't even known before. That's how much they talk, don't they, Slim? Definitely. It could be in a good way and in a bad way. Because if in a good way, dude say, no, Slim, that's Jay, man. He good motherfucker block. He from over River Terrace. Slim, he good motherfucker. He ain't on no book. That will get you through the door. And then what you do inside on you. Right? Just as well, the motherfucker said, man, that man some shit, Slim. I don't fuck with that nigga, man. That nigga got John them set up. Woo. It's something different. So they got something to say about you. And when I seen Fish, man, I'm talking about, Fish 6'5", 6'6". He got them glasses and shit. He don't talk that much. I said, this big crazy motherfucker ain't with life. All these motherfuckers in with 10 days and 20 days. Yeah. I said, I got to watch this. Like I said, because I understand
His vibe never changed.
Never changed.
Even walking around with life, it never changed.
Never changed. Mild manner, wasn't on no bully shit. And wasn't on no, I got life. Some motherfuckers think just because you got a lot of time, you got to act a certain way. He remained who he was. He really believed that, I swear to God. Man, listen, it's 2 dudes. I ain't going to mention another dude name on here. It's 2 dudes, man, them motherfuckers prayed their way home, man. And I'm talking about that's why a lot of people don't know the power of prayer too. Whether you Muslim, Jewish,
Whatever. Yeah.
Christian, or whatever.
And Fish, the first guy that got me in the church down there. I want to go in the church, man. Fish said, you got to come to church with me this Sunday.
Yeah.
I'm like, man, Fish, I ain't going to church, Fish. I'm going to pray to God on myself, man. I ain't going to church.
Yeah.
He got me in there, though.
Yeah.
Got me in
You
there.
see, that was contrary to what you believe. You know what I'm saying? And Fish is that kind. And he be like, man, ain't no big deal. They, you know, I know you seen Jesus get crucified on the cross, but they ain't gonna crucify you. They ain't gonna put you on the cross. More so, a lot of that is just about when you do stuff like that, you relinquish your power to do what you want to do because you're over there for an hour. You can't leave. You got to stay over there one move. You know, you can't like you just go in and come right back out. No. You're stuck over there for an hour. 10-minute move on every hour. So wherever you go, after that 10 minutes, you stuck there too. If we went at 12:10, move over. Ain't no more moving. You stuck there to 1. Or 10 minutes to 1, right?
10 minutes to 1.
You stuck there till you got 10 minutes on every move. So for those of y'all who ain't familiar, we got guys that, you know, that's not really important too. We got guys who really understand exactly what we've been through and exactly what they've been through, because we are not the only two that been through what we've been through.
It's a lot. It's a lot more out there.
I'm gonna call this dude, man. I got something to share with y'all. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
He said he had life. He said he never told. He just kept telling himself, "I'm coming home."
Yeah. So like, man, when I first met Fish, right, when I first called my case, right, I'm in the bullpen, district court. I'm like, damn, what the fuck am I doing over here? They put me in the holding cell with them.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I'm fucking 19 when I first called the case. I'm in there with them. They up here facing life. They on trial.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm hearing the story. I'm like, oh my God, fuck am I doing over here? You know what I'm saying? And like from that day forward, every single time I ran, they kept saying, shit, I'm coming home. Shit, I'm coming home. That's all they kept saying. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. I'm coming home. Came home, man. I'm proud of him, man. And doing this thing though, right back, just doing this thing, man. Like, I'm proud of him, man. I'm proud of him.
You know what's so crazy though? Now, Fish is one guy. When you start studying people, because I study people, right? When you start studying people and really seeing what they really be doing, because I've been in a situation where another guy said the same thing. I'm coming home. I'm coming home. I'm coming home. But his faith connected with the Creator. It was a dash, or it wasn't an extension. You know what I'm saying? Something was missing because this dude was talking just like, man, I'm going to come on. I'll come home next year. Curtis law work around. He ain't never getting no relief. And he didn't have life, right? But when you talk to Fish and when you watch Fish, you're like, man, I'm talking about Slim. This man watched Law and Order every day. I said, this motherfucker crazy. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm bidding. I'm like, I bid on. That's what I do. I bid on motherfucker. I said, this big stupid motherfucker crazy. Motherfucker watching Law and Order like he going to get out on that bullshit. You know what I'm saying? And he has law books. He would watch an hour, 2 hours of that. Go to the law library. 2 hours of that. Go to church. Right? Go work out. Back to the unit. Same routine. And I'm saying, like, God, you know how much will and strength, or how much faith you got to be operating on to have life and really believe it.
And never gave up.
Never gave up.
Even I'm gonna tell you a story. Even with Fish having life, like him trying to get back on his own case, like the judge said some shit to me, right? I lie to you not. The judge said out his mouth, if you go talk to the prosecutor, you and your co-defendant will walk up out of here today. Fish said, yeah, that judge wasn't never supposed to tell you that shit. Wrote the motion up, send that shit back. They denied. They wanted to go back and forth. Like, man, fuck that shit. I ain't going back and forth with him. So, nah, go. Even with life, he was helping other people get out.
Right.
Like, that's the heart he got, even with life. The judge said out his mouth, if you go back there and talk to the prosecutor like they want you to, you and your co-defendant walking out of here today.
Hold on. This is a caller. Hello, caller. How you doing? Hello, caller. How you doing? Can you hear me? Can you hear me, caller? Hold on.
Big Jack.
Caller. Hello? Is this one? Is this the right one right here? Ain't it the blue button? Jermaine, ain't the blue? Yeah. Caller, can you hear me? We having all kinds of technical. Yeah. 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 Okay, you can call back in. Let me call him. I can call. I can see what it is. I see him. Yeah, let's call him. Hello? Hello? Do you have your phone? He must have his phone on speaker or something, right? Who would say, go back and say, Slink, you put what? Slim, you put the big smile on my face. Jahad Chase. Hey.
Jahad, what's up, man? What's up?
Man, listen, man. Jahad, that's Jahad, ain't it?
Yeah.
Man, Jahad. Man, see, a lot of people don't hip to Jahad. Man, Jahad is a dinosaur, man. This ain't nothing new to him, man. Listen, I ain't going into no details, but he been around. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I ain't been around. And look, I ain't seen, listen, I've been gone and all. I did a criminal justice conference. Well, not a criminal. I did me and Basil Hill, my man from up, he just rest in peace to his mom. She just passed away about a week or two ago. Basil Hill, Mitchell Vanderhall, a.k.a. Mitchell Vanderhall. Man, I ain't seen Jahad since back in Fleetwood days.
No, that ain't that Jahad. That's the Jahad from down the quarters.
Oh, your man.
Yeah, my man. Yeah.
Okay, all right.
Not that Jahad. No.
Oh, okay, all right. I was great. Say, damn, Jahad.
Yeah.
Damn, but them type people be jumping on, though. You never know who's who. And Jahad's ain't a whole lot of Jahads. You know what I'm saying? But I'm glad you, Surgeon Quarter Jahad, glad you joined in. We'll take them as we can get them, Slim. We ain't no cute mother. We ain't got the, I was just throwing that back. But I want to thank everybody for tuning in, man. And you can call in. The phone lines are open. The number is 202-316-2687. Let's see if you can get that up there, Jay. 202-316-2687. If a lot of y'all is supporting Londo in the community, he got an event coming up this week. He is a community activist. He's reaching back. He's working with the youth. He's trying to curb the recidivism of guys that's going in and out, and also because a lot of the guys are going in and out, their fathers. So you setting trend. See, when you do stuff, you setting trend for your siblings or your seeds, right? So that's why the oldest person in the family got so much responsibility, because you the first. If you the first, then you the lead. Now he's the oldest. Jay's the oldest. Yeah, we are. That's why it should be working. Let me see if this dude. Okay, let me see something. Let me see if I can get him back on. That's a reverend. Hello. Caller. Yeah. Yeah, it's linked up. You see it clear there. I think that's your phone, Reverend. I think your phone is somehow. Hello? Okay, I'll tell you what, you test it. You call him. Yeah. Man, I'm glad everybody got a chance to tune in, man. That, we all need encouragement, man. And, this is a new area for Londo. Like he said, he don't really, he coming out his shell, man, because, oh, there it is. Hello, brother. Hello? Man, your phone is not coming in, brother. That's good. That's your phone. Oh, wait a minute. Hello? Yeah. There's something going on. Call my phone, Slim, see if you get through. Because he's called in several times. All right. Wait, say something. Hello? Oh, you know what I might be thinking? I might be thinking they can hear it like when we on another one. Can you hear me? Can you hear me now? So what that might be? Oh, we got one calling in. Let's see. Hello, brother. I might need some earphones on here because we're on YouTube. Yeah, it shouldn't be that. Yeah. Hello, Fish. What? All these right, man. You see, something ain't right because
Try put it on speaker and see what happens.
that is speaking. Fish.
Not a regular speaker. iPhone speaker. See what happens.
Right. Fish. Go ahead, brother. We go with him.
I'm really thankful, man. You giving Lonzo the opportunity, man, to share. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, yeah. Give Lonzo the opportunity to share his story, man, and the event he's
Go ahead, I can hear you.
You hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. You good? Go ahead, I'm
Okay,
listening.
cool. All right. That's what you was talking. Yeah.
No, I'm listening.
But okay, yeah. I just want to say thanks, man. For everything you're doing for all of us, man. I'm just sitting here, man. I'm smiling, man. I'm truly smiling, man, from my heart, man, because the three of us, man, had some moments, man, behind that fence where we sat and talked with one another, man. And
Go ahead, I can hear you, Fish.
oh, okay.
No, you wait. I ain't saying nothing. I'm gonna let you burn. You wait for me. You good?
No, it's like but like I was just saying, Scott, I mean, just man being able to share, our stories with the public, man, about what we've been through and where we're today, man, and the changes we made, the positive change. That's the most important thing, man. So I'm happy, man. I'm happy today. I'm happy tonight, man. I tuned in kind of late, man. But I'm happy for what I'm seeing and what I'm hearing. Londo, man, continue, man, to be the man that you are, man. Continue to set good examples, man. And like as Skinny say, man, you're the next generation, man, and it's a legacy, man. Because you got kids too that you gotta lead the same way. So, man, I'm just happy for you, man. I won't be able to make the event because I'll be working Saturday, man. But my prayers go out to you, man. And I said I won't be able to make the event Saturday because I'll be working. But what time the event time for what?
Man, what you out there selling 40s and shit, man? What the hell going on?
No,
go ahead. I'm just bullshit, Fish. You all right? Go ahead. I'm bullshit.
We blocked the streets off Easter homecoming, man. I be working from like 6:30 in the morning to 12:30 p.m. So, what time the event start, Londo?
The event start at 1.
Oh, I can make that. I'll be through there. I can make that. I'll be off at 12:30. Yeah, okay, cool. I thought it was in the morning. I can make that. Yes, I come by and support you, man. Definitely, man.
I appreciate that. Definitely,
man. Man, like it's getting me and Londo still that bitch, man. That little blue bitch has some real intimate conversations, man.
I can see that. I can see that though, Fish. Londo is the type of guy easy to talk to, like you, Fish. All of us, man. It's the only way. Listen, all of us. The only way all of us could have existed and been friends and been able to develop what we had. It was meant to be, Fish. You always talk about what's really going on. Sometimes God had his hand in the things, man. Put us all together for one, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Right. So I'm not gonna hold the phone line, man. I just want to say, man, I love you guys, man. It's just been a wonderful week, man. And you know what I'm saying? Like I said, I was on the last week, man. I'm ready to come back. Cause I think there's some more stuff to share, man.
Man, Fish, listen, man. Fish, hey, Fish, man, I'm on my man's channel, man, but we good, man. You can always come. This is what I opened the channel for. I opened it for somebody that I know that might got someone in mind that really could help somebody, really could come on here. Now we're gonna have entertainment, we're gonna laugh and all that, but that's just part of life. But really, we really want to help somebody. You know what I'm saying? That's the main goal, to help somebody, because if I go today or tomorrow, I done live my life.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? But the 15-year-old, the 13-year-old, the 8-year-old, they ain't live their life.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Now, don't get me wrong. I ain't trying to go today or tomorrow. I got some shit to do too. You know what I'm saying? My wife ain't gonna cash that insurance policy on my ass. I already know what's going on. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, these kids now are dying, Fish, before they even getting the chance to live.
Exactly.
You see what I'm saying? We talking about kids getting shot in drive-bys. Londo talked about we adopting everybody else's culture. We doing shit. People doing Chicago. They watching them rappers and all that. See, one thing, when I was coming up, I could look right in my neighborhood for an idol, right? Because one thing, when you look for an idol, is somebody you should be able to watch in the physical form all the time, right? So you can really see if he's faking or not. But they looking at the tube and seeing somebody glitter talk slick and blah, blah, blah. And man, them dudes drive home gated community. They don't give a fuck about them little dudes that's buying their music for real.
Yeah, they just want you to. Yeah, they don't give a fuck about you at all.
Yeah, they don't even shake your hand when you try to holler at them. Man, them motherfuckers walk right past you and look at you like you dirt. You know what I'm saying? And dudes is idolizing these dudes like they really, really care about them. You know what I'm saying? Whereas a dude that might live in your hood or live on your block that drive a trash truck that been through so much you don't even know about. That man could have had brick. He probably had bricks 20 years ago. You don't know nothing about what he done, right? Because he don't run his mouth about with his business. You know what I'm saying?
He don't glorify.
So you think he's just a trash truck driver?
That's it. Italian millionaire.
Yeah, this man been eating, man. This man, you know what I'm saying? But they don't understand, man. You know what I mean? People don't understand, you know. They think, you know, and I'm not going to sit here and bash the young because can't nothing happen without the young. The young going to carry the torch. And I'm going to say this. I need to talk about them people who are dumping them guns in our community. Who the fuck is putting all these guns in our community, man?
Same one to put the crack in our community.
Yeah, because these guns, people, this is what something I don't hear nobody talking about. Where are all these fucking guns coming from? Why is it 5 dudes got 10 guns?
Right.
Huh? And some people say it's the government. You're the reason why I do my job or took on this job title, big bruh. Good work, keep pushing. Stephon Sutton.
That's my little brother. What's up, boy?
Man, oh man, that's good. This is a big moment, bro. Yeah, hey, listen, man, they got to be proud. That's why I see that little dude. You know what? Someone just dude be scared to get on. Yeah, dude be talking, man, I'm gonna get on there. But it ain't about no show. We seriously trying to help a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? If I pull you on here, man, you know what I mean? We trying to really change somebody's life, Fish. You know what I'm saying?
Right. That's what's
Yeah, we trying to really say man, look, somebody did it for us.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I think I'm gonna be honest with you, I think the turning on for me, right? I lost my best friend, right? Like to some stupid shit. You know what I'm saying? Like I lost to some stupid shit. Like I don't think I ever be able to cope with it. I just keep it pushing because I know that's what he'll want me to do, right?
Right.
And it's like, man, like I used to watch this man do so much different shit. You know what I'm saying? I used to watch him do so much different shit. I'm like, man, it's like he the GOAT. You know what I'm saying? Like he's one of the greatest that ever walked this earth. And it's just like, man, like losing him, it just kind of put me in a different space to make me really realize, like, we really got to do this shit for the people, man.
Hold on for a second. Talk to me, caller.
Man, you got Londo on it. That's my man, Joe.
Okay, my man. Ooh.
Give him a lot I'm the one he talk about. Give him a lot of game on a daily basis.
Right.
Yeah, that's my man. That's family.
Who?
Sound like that's booby.
Then you put him on that platform and give him the opportunity to, to show what he doing.
That's booby.
You already know.
Yeah, what's up, baby? What's up?
Great guy, man. But listen, Slim, I don't know, Boo, but we in. You know what I'm saying? The way he talking, man, it's real. You know what I'm saying? Londo, a real guy. You know, like I said, I met Londo 14 years ago. Me and Londo ain't never had an argument. You know what I'm saying? All we ever did was try to build.
I knew him forever.
Mm-hmm.
That's family, man. Hey, you described him perfect. Stand up dude, man.
Stand up, man. Great guy. Slim, I'm glad you called. Hey, I'm glad. What's your name, bro?
My name Booby.
Okay, Booby. Man, I appreciate you for calling in. I appreciate you. And if you you can always call in All Over the Place podcast, homeboy. I appreciate you, man. We all need each other. That's something we done got away from too. People just shunning each other for no reason. You know what I'm saying? If Londo's saying you cool, I'm saying you cool, then that's one step in. The grit got to be dropped. You know what I'm saying? Because you know, DC motherfucker, what the fuck does that mean? You know how we do. You know what I'm saying? Somebody got to vouch for. You know, we ain't no motherfucker. You just getting in our car and shit. Like, hold, Slim, that's my man. Okay, all right, let him in. Yeah. That's one thing about us. We some reference checking motherfuckers now. You know what I'm saying? Man, what's up with him? You know?
They were trying to find out, man, what you was doing in the joint.
Yeah.
Street.
Yeah.
He said, kids.
You know, hey, Booby, man, this is something a person told me 20 years ago, right? He said, wherever you go, whatever you do, how far you go, you can go to Alaska. He said, guess who you taking?
Man, you represent you and everybody that's affiliated.
You taking you. Regardless
Yeah.
of where you go, how far you go, you going with you. You know what I'm saying? So your character speaks volume. So this is one of the problems we having in DC too. People not talking, people not saying, hey man, what's happening, man? Oh, that's John Cutting, man. You know, it's just a little nudge like that might could stop a murder.
Stop murder, yeah.
It could stop a murder. Slim say, ho, that's Ron nephew. You know what I mean? Anything.
I'm in the line of work that I don't know when. So I promise you I know.
Yeah, I know you know. Bro, we're going to have to get you. Brother Booby, we're going to have to get you in here too. I got a place for you too.
A whole lot of years, man.
I got a place for you too, brother. But I need you to come on the platform and give the people your spiel too. Is that cool?
Yeah, man. I got my information. I don't know.
We in, baby. We in and we on. We in
I
and
ain't
we.
saying that's family, literally.
Yeah, I believe you. Yeah, we ain't on here bullshit. Man. Appreciate you for calling in, bro, man. And man, you have a blessed weekend. I don't know what you're gonna do. I know you're gonna be at the function, right? Yeah, you're gonna be at the function.
Already know I'm a side through, man.
Yeah.
I always support everything that he do, man.
Yeah, man. I appreciate you for calling in, brother. Keep your head up, man. Take care of your family, man. And keep booking.
Man. Appreciate y'all having me, man. Y'all continue to have a good evening.
Okay, thank you, bro. And that's what happens, man. You generate calls, and let me call the Reverend. Now I'm gonna have to put him on the speaker because something is going on inside the system where it's not coming out. It's a small problem. We work around it. And we ain't got to. Don't worry about it. Hey, Slim, it's not a big deal. Hey, you're a funny joker, man. Hey, that's my man, though. See, one thing about me, man, that I'm a team player, Slim. That's why I play point guard. I could have played shooting guard, shot every motherfucker. But I like to get everybody else involved. That's what I do. You know me. You know, he watched me play ball. I play point guard. I like to help this. Pass the joint. Box out. Boom.
My brother.
Hey, my brother. Hey, Reverend, how you doing? I had to call you. I had to make sure that you get your words in because I said, man, me and him arranged this, and I don't never like to go against my word. Now, we put this show together on the pins and needles of our fingernails, but we made it happen. We didn't sit here and talk about what's not here. We focused on all this equipment we have, and we made it work. And I said I had to call you to get you on air so you can tell the people about your coming to DC and what you got going on with your conference.
Ooh. When did you want me to do that?
As of right now, my brother.
Really?
Yeah. You stay ready. I know you stay ready.
I was just on the other line talking to Darren Witherspoon, man.
Oh, yeah, his father just passed. My wife is Darren's cousin. She's sitting right here, so they're cousins.
Oh, okay.
My wife is.
Okay. Well, you know, it's really amazing because his father just passed, and my mother passed. I'm sure he'll probably hang up because I told him who I was. Great answer the phone. I thought he might have been listening. Nevertheless, I was talking to him about his father's passing because my mother passed in December of last year, 2016. And, you know, my wife and I, man, had actually started a ministry where we were teaching financial goals and prosperity tips, how to build wealth. So we've been helping a lot of people, you know, buy their first home, clean their credit up, learn, you know, the facts about, you know, actually acquiring wealth. And so in doing that, what we did was we got a group together and we created a marketplace where we purchase and buy from each other. So we use the individuals in the group. We use those skills. We use their entrepreneurial venue, whether it is they own their own real estate company, barbershop, whatever. We only shop there. So it's been growing. We've been doing good, and I was looking for a company to back what I was doing. So I found a company. It's called Bonanza Global, and I called them, and I was talking to the program manager, and for some odd reason, the CEO actually wanted to talk to me, man. And I talked to the CEO. And before I knew it, man, they had flew me out to LA, put me up, very nicely. And they flew my wife, myself, and my program manager. And we had a really heart-to-heart talk, opened up themselves transparently with their books, everything. And so we got their full backing for our program. Right. And so ever since then, man, I've been traveling with them on the nation side. They're doing the global side. Like they travel international as well. I haven't been internationally. I'm supposed to be going to Nigeria in 2 months. Make a long story short, with this process, I've learned some things that I never knew. I've learned some stuff that my mother and father didn't talk about in the house. I learned stuff that folk didn't talk about in the neighborhood. Nobody I knew this information. I leased a building for my church. The guy I leased it from, he's a Caucasian fella, and he told me he never worked a day in his life. And I said, wow. He said, I don't have to work because my money works for me. I said, really? I said, how'd you get that up and running? He said, well, my granddaddy made money in 1920, and we've been managing that money ever since. Well, the only thing I ever knew, Ernie, was that you got to trade time for money, right? And we've been trading time for money since the beginning of our stay here in the United States. Back then, it was trade your time for your life, because you was on the plantation, so you either work or die. You know what I mean? And then one day they said, well, we're going to pay y'all. And so life became more important. Money became more important than life. Right. So people now, like my mother, I'm bringing her back up again. She worked 35 years on one job, 10 years on another, and 10 years on another job. She retired 3 times. And the money that she made, she invested inside of a system called fractional banking, which all of us are invested in, whether we know it or not. If you have a bank account, you're invested. But with this system, man, you only get like what is called, you don't get profits, you only get dividends. And you sign the dotted line and you say, yeah, I like that account. You're going to give me 0.03 to 7% on my money. I'll take that. It's just a savings account. And we don't understand that the bank is making millions off our money, and they're putting our money into hedge funds and trading, internationally with our money and loaning it to other people and making interest. And they don't give us anything. So when I found out this information, man, I was curious, how could I get into a hedge fund? So I called Charles Schwab, BlackRock. I'm trying to get me a hedge fund. They tell me I can't get one unless you got $1 million and you got a portfolio that says for 7 years you've been making $1 million plus. That's the only way you could get a hedge fund. So go back to the story, me in LA, I had the opportunity to invest in a hedge fund. However, this organization is a micro hedge fund. And so it allows people like me, who may be middle to upper class, to be able to have a hedge fund account where you can make 10 to 15% on your money under contract, meaning that the federal government is regulating the contract. Every month I create a salary for myself off of what I put in, which is my original investment. And I get a check every month direct deposited to me from my hedge fund. And then at the end of my 12-month cycle, I'm actually restored in 10 months. Whatever I put in, I'm restored in 10 months because I'm making 10%. I have 2 months left on my profit. And then at the end of the last year of that contract, the last day of that contract, they give me back what is called my initial investment. And when I found this out, brother, and started practicing this process, I realized I can go buy a car and not pay for it. I can put $25,000 in an account, go buy a car with no down payment, pay the car off in 10 months, still have 2 months of profit, and then I get my money back that I originally invested. And I asked somebody, man, how long has this been going on? They said it's been going on as long as I've ever known. It's always been here. I'm like, why we don't know about this? Why we don't practice this? Why is this not in our community? So I talked to, the CEO, and I said, man, I want you to come to Washington, D.C. I want to put something in place where my people can see the information, and they can also see not just the information, but you. So he has agreed, man, and so to put a cap on this, on the 15th of this month, I'm going to be coming back home, man, and I'm going to be bringing this conference. I have rented out the Marriott Marquis at 901 Massachusetts Avenue Northwest from 11 to 3. And it's public, it's free, doesn't cost anything.
Hold on.
This
We're gonna get the address across the screen. Can we get the address across the screen right quick? So
1901.
hold on. We got to go to the engineer.
Not a problem.
No,
1901.
1901 to me sound like DC.
Yeah,
Jail.
1901.
Yeah, I was gonna say you had a little flashback that time, Reverend. Talking about 1901. Yeah, you.
Back in the day.
Yeah. You all right?
That's 901.
901. Good God, about 19. Never get on your
Yeah.
mind. 901 Massachusetts Avenue.
901 Massachusetts Avenue Northwest.
Massachusetts Avenue Northwest.
Yeah, 11 to 3. We'll be at the Marriott Marquis.
Okay.
And that's
And-
going to be public. Like I said, it's free.
And it's free. It's
Yeah.
information. There you go. You have it. You have.
But hold on, Ernie.
I ain't gonna let you go. I ain't letting you go. Yeah, I'm just trying to let the people know exactly what they're getting. You go ahead, give it to them.
So, okay. So also, I'm going to be also doing a private event. And I'm going to be renting out the McCormick and Smith's restaurant at 1652 K Street in Washington, D.C. But this one is RSVP. You have to RSVP. My telephone number is 202-538-1004. My number has always been public. It's not private.
20. Hold up. Your number is 202
202-538
538
1004.
1004.
Right.
This is the number where you can call to find out details in reference to. They have the 901 Mass Avenue Northwest, 11 to 3, Marriott Marquis, 1015 2022. My man got Marquis like a car, but it's all right. Marriott Marquis. And the number where you can call Reverend Dupree Johnson is 202-538-1004. Now go ahead. I got your information up on the screen.
Now the one for the restaurant, the private one, and I'm really hoping that I can get pastors to show up. I've been having a difficult time. It is a solution. So it's going to be an opportunity at the private to get this information, and you can level up. Right?
And the public, and the one that's public at the Marriott Marquis was going to be done by Global who? Global Bonanza Global.
Yeah.
You might have to get that
I'll
up
be
there
your
too,
host,
Jay.
though. You're gonna see a lot of me. I'm gonna be your host.
Yeah, you can do. You can wait after that, Jay. You good? Bonanza Global.
Bonanza Global.
Bonanza Global. I'm gonna look it up. So there you have it. We have a chance for you to learn financial literacy, which can take you to the next level where you can get.
Well, let me just put it like this. This is gonna be all about the hedge fund side. Nothing really more.
Right.
And then at the McCormick and Smith's, that's at 6 p.m.
Okay.
But call me for the RSVP. I appreciate you, man.
I
for
appreciate
allowing me to
we
come
appreciate-
on your menu.
Man, we appreciate
really
the
enjoyed
information,
talking,
man. The information is what we need, Slim. We appreciate the information.
It's
And
key, babe. It's key.
Yeah.
It's key.
You got to open my eyes up. I'll be there.
Yes, sir. I appreciate seeing you, man. And I guarantee you this. When you get this information, it's going to change your perspective on your future. I heard Dion talking about, having his life in perspective. He's moving to Florida, things of that nature.
Mm-hmm.
He has a plan. And I guarantee you, man, a plan is very important to have. That's vision. But if you don't have, man, the clear financial picture to go with it,
Mhm.
it
can't-
makes it more difficult.
Yeah, you can't. Well, you can't execute if you ain't got no money. Man. Them plans, the plans. It just become. You could take the S off. They just be plain and put an I in there because without finance, you can't execute too many of anything out here in this
I've
world.
seen a lot of visions become dreams, bro.
Right.
You know, because of that, man. Right today. Look, it's about putting together a portfolio, man. I've been checking you out. Y'all doing y'all thing, putting the shop up and everything, man. But that portfolio got to be straight. Mm-hmm. I'm saying to build wealth in order to leave folk not a check, but a organization that they can manage and operate. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, that's the key for us, man. Yeah. Like, we're brilliant enough to do that.
Yeah, I agree with you. I forgot. Man, my wife talks about this all the time. What is your legacy going to be? What are you going to leave behind? You know, where are you going? You know, what are, like you said, what are you going to leave? Are you going to leave your people a check? Are you going to leave just some money that we all seen in our neighborhood where people got hundreds of thousands and went through it all in a month or a year? Or are you going to leave them something that they can take from one level to the next level?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
And the group that we've built it's called the ECC. You can look that up too. The website is yourecc.com.
Yourecc.com.
Yourecc.com. ECC stands for Economic Community Collaborative. That's our website. That's where our marketplace is. You can go on there, man, and see what we're doing. We have a Black Wall Street mindset. And we're creating a group. You know what? I don't want to ever have to go to another bank and get a loan. I want to have a group of people that I know that I could come to and say, there's a strip mall that's available and we could actually turn it into something beautiful in this community. I want to be able to say, let's all invest. Mm-hmm. I want to be able to say, there's a house over here that's torn down. Let's just, everybody, you know, put in $25,000, just redo it and put a nice family in it. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. It's time for us to start doing something different, man. You know, than just allowing them to give us what they want us to have. Because when a bank gets your money and they tell you they're going to give you 0.03 to 7%, and if you happy about that, if you happy about buying a car and you get a 4% interest rate on it and you happy about that, you know what I'm saying? That's because you have not received the knowledge. There are people buying cars every day and ain't spending a dime. There are people paying their houses off in 7 years, 30-year loans in 7 years because they have the information. And that basically creates the opportunity. That's what America is about, right? The land of opportunity. But we don't get a chance to understand the opportunity because we don't stop to come get the information. And the information is free, man.
Okay, bro.
You know, yeah.
Okay. I appreciate you chiming in, dropping the information on my people here at All Over the Place podcast with my guest, Londo, and he got an event coming up this week. For those of y'all who just tuning in, Londo, my guest, Londo Sutton, he has an event coming up this week where he's hosting in the community of Searching Quarter. And what? Go ahead, tell them before we leave out, before we roll out.
All right, so it's gonna be on the field of
Thank
Walker
you, brother.
Jones.
Thanks for calling. I'm gonna call you when I get out.
God bless you.
God bless you too.
Yeah, it's gonna be on the field of Walker Jones. It's a community give back to the community to just to uplift everybody, see the kids smile, have fun. Yeah, Walker Jones Elementary.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna tell you something, man. I appreciate you, Slim, for coming in. We're going to get Booby in here, and we're gonna do a duo where we can talk about how it went. Because, you know, in our community, in D.C., anything can happen. You know, we done had Unifest. We're going to take the car and drive through so we praying that everything goes well, because you got to do that too. Because when you have kids and all that around, the first thing that we want to pray for is everybody's safety. You know, everybody have a good time. A good time is cool, but safety come before good time. Make sure everybody's safe.
Searching Quarter Walker Jones family community event.
Searching Quarter Walker Jones family event hosted by Londo Sutton. See, this is the difference between Londo. Then he get praised and honored for what he was doing. But when he was 20, and then he was in the bullpen and then with fists, this is what he get. You say, take that ride, man. That's that ride. We like, man, what the hell is going on? But Slim, man, I want to thank you for coming in, bearing with the technical difficulties, man. And pushed through and prevailed. It was a tough show because we had so many technical things that we had to do just to get it up. And I want to thank everybody who was able to switch, jump on YouTube, and try to hit that. Let you know how much support you got, because it ain't about me. You know what I'm saying? Because it's about you and what you brought to the table, man. I really appreciate you, man.
Appreciate you,
Man, love you home.
man.
All you know, we
Always.
always rooting for you. You know how we is, man. We always rooting, man, for each other. And before we go out, what time is it, Jay? It's 9:34. We over the limit. We got to go. We started late, but we gonna let y'all go. But before we let y'all go, we gonna let y'all know, all the youngers in the neighborhood, all the old timers in the neighborhood, put them guns down, man.
Definitely put the guns down.
Before you get late. Learn to love instead of hate. There it is. Y'all had the information, 1 to 5, searching quarter. Come holler at my man Londo as he hosts. Father God, we pray that the community event will be a blessed one. We ask that it will be a joyous time and that everyone is covered with your protection. In Jesus' name, amen. Thank you, Tawanda. Oh, my God. That's it. Tawanda, what was that? What's her name?
Like that was my aunt. Thank you.
That's your aunt?
Yeah, thank
Tawanda. How you pronounce it?
you. Tawan.
Yeah, because that last name, they done made that one up.
That's her last name.
Oh, okay. You know how people got the Facebook joint.
Yeah,
They be having
yeah,
something
yeah,
slick.
yeah.
Because you know your man, Kai,
Yeah, KY, yeah.
KY Standby. They got some slick on names on there, man. But thanks everybody for tuning in, man. Get with Londo, man, and see what he got going on. This is his first, but it definitely won't be his last. Thanks everybody for tuning in. All over the place
Appreciate
podcast.
everybody, man.